Hello and welcome to Science Meets Vedanta, a platform dedicated to delving into the core principles of Vedanta and uncovering the remarkable connections between scientific inquiry and ancient wisdom. I am Jayant Kapatkar, author of the book Science Meets Vedanta. Each week, inspired by insights from my book, we'll journey through a range of topics aimed at deepening your understanding of the essential teachings of Vedanta. Along the way, we'll also examine scientific concepts and demonstrate how the wisdom of Vedanta can offer new and meaningful perspectives. Be sure to join us as we embark on this enlightening path together. In this episode, we will explore the concept that awareness is the fundamental reality underlying all existence. It serves as the foundation for everything in the universe. This reality expresses itself in three distinct forms: self-awareness, reflected awareness, and refracted awareness. These correspond to Satchit Ananda, Ishvara, and Guru, respectively. Throughout this discussion, we'll delve into each of these manifestations and how they reveal the nature of awareness. If you are a student of Vedanta, you are taught that Satchit Ananda, or Brahman, is the only reality. It is explained that Satchit Ananda is our innermost core, and Brahman is the underlying reality of the universe. With the powerful sentence, Tattvam Asi, that you are, Vedanta makes a connection between our inner core, Satchit Ananda, and Brahman. That is equivalent to Brahman, and you are Satchit Ananda, and both are the same. In this way, Vedanta explains that Brahman and Satchit Ananda are the same. There exists no dichotomy between the two, and they are identical. Even if you do understand this, then logically there must be a common thread which connects them both. There must be something common which makes them identical, otherwise they would not be the same. What is this common factor? What is the common thread which connects Brahman and Satchit Ananda? To better understand the relationship between Brahman and Satchit Ananda, I encourage you to listen to the episode Satchit Ananda, Brahman versus Self-Awareness. This episode clarifies that both Satchit Ananda and Brahman are aspects of awareness. They represent two distinct powers within awareness, which serves as the unifying factor between them. Therefore, it is accurate to say that awareness is the ultimate reality. It is the essence at the core of our being and also the foundational reality underlying the entire universe. You might wonder if the awareness within us differs from the awareness that pervades the universe. The answer is no. They are fundamentally the same, though they manifest in different forms. Awareness is singular, but it expresses itself in various ways. A helpful analogy is H2O, which remains the same substance whether it appears as water, steam, or ice. Despite taking on different forms, liquid, vapor, or solid, it is always H2O. In a similar fashion, awareness is the one reality, presenting itself in three distinct forms. 1. Self-awareness. 2. Reflected awareness. 3. Refracted awareness. The Bible references three distinct aspects of divinity in the well-known concept of the Trinity: the Holy Spirit, the Father, and the Son. These represent three expressions of a single underlying reality. In Vedanta, a similar idea can be conveyed through the terms Brahman, Ishvara, and a self-realized Guru. Drawing a parallel between these traditions, the Holy Spirit aligns with Satchit Ananda, the Father corresponds to Ishvara, and the Son is reflected in the Guru. This remarkable connection illustrates the common ground between the teachings of the Bible and those of Vedanta. At the heart of this discussion lies the assertion that awareness is the ultimate reality in the universe. This reality manifests in three forms: self-awareness, reflected awareness, and refracted awareness. These correspond to Satchit Ananda, Ishvara, and Guru, respectively. This episode will focus on exploring awareness and its three manifestations. Let us begin our exploration into the nature of awareness and how it appears in these distinct forms. Understanding awareness. Awareness stands as the most profound force in the universe. forming the foundational reality from which everything arises. It possesses a unique ability. Awareness can engage with mental forms, giving rise to experiences of which we are aware. At its core, awareness consists of three essential components: the subject, the object, and intelligence. Each of these aspects holds a distinct power. 1. Subject holds the power of the knower, representing the aspect of awareness that is the witness or observer. 2. Object contains the power of the known. This power manipulates awareness to become any object. 3. Intelligence embodies the power of knowing, the capacity that enables the interaction and recognition between the knower and the known. Together, these three powers work in harmony, forming the basis of our experiences. For a more in-depth exploration of these ideas, consider listening to the episode Understanding Awareness, which delves further into nature and mechanics of awareness. It's essential to understand that the subject, object, intelligence, and the three powers are not separate, external entities existing out in the world. Instead, they all exist within awareness itself and together make up what awareness is. Wherever there is awareness, you will find the subject, object, and intelligence, as well as all three powers. For instance, as you listen to this episode right now, you are experiencing awareness. The part of you is a listener, which serves as the subject. The words you hear are the objects, and intelligence is what allows you to comprehend what you're listening. All these elements arise within your own awareness. Self-awareness and Satchit Ananda. Our inner core is full, complete, and it stands alone. For awareness to be full and complete, it must be self-aware. Self-awareness means that self is aware of the self. Self is aware of itself. This has a feeling of completeness. Here you will notice self is the subject, self is the object, and self is the intelligence. This is not easy to grasp, but you can imagine that both subject and object are the same. There is only one entity, which is non-dual. This complete, self-standing, self-awareness is our inner core. There is no separation between the subject and object. Even power of the knower is the same as power of the known. Self-awareness is non-dual, homogeneous, and it has many inherent characteristics. It is formless, it is unchanging, it is partless, and it is self-shining. This self-shining awareness is like a bulb of awareness, and it is our inner core. It is not dependent on anything else, and it generates its own light of awareness. Satchit Ananda is the name given to this inner core of self-awareness. This inner core is present in every living being. So it is present within you, me, and everyone. This self-awareness just shines like a bulb of awareness, and it does not do anything except radiate awareness. Nothing affects self-awareness. It is independent of everything. It is always at peace. Peace is its inherent nature. Because self-awareness does not do anything, all the powers of awareness are lying dormant within self-awareness. Reflected awareness and Ishvara. If our true nature is self-awareness, why don't we recognize or feel it? The straightforward answer is that we are unaware of our deepest core. This unawareness, often called ignorance, acts as a veil, hiding our inherent self-awareness from us. When we forget our real identity, ignorance arises and shrouds our inner essence. Think of ignorance as a curtain that conceals our awareness. Self-awareness is a constant, ever-present reality that never ceases to shine. Yet when ignorance arises, it seems as though self-awareness becomes reflected within this ignorance. In this way, ignorance acts like a mirror. When self-awareness is mirrored within ignorance, what emerges is known as reflected awareness. This reflected awareness is what is referred to as Ishvara. The relationship between ignorance, reflected awareness, and Ishvara. 1. Ishvara rises from ignorance. It may seem surprising, but Ishvara or reflected awareness exists only because of ignorance. If ignorance were absent, there would be no reflected awareness, and therefore no Ishvara. Without ignorance, only self-awareness, the ever-shining, non-dual self-awareness would remain. In this way, our ignorance is the cause of Ishvara's existence. 2. Self-awareness remains unchanged. Even though reflected awareness exists, the original non-dual self-awareness, referred to as Sat-Chit Ananda, remains unaffected. It shines continuously, whether ignorance is present or not. This is similar to the sun, which shines regardless of clouds or darkness. Its light is never truly diminished. Likewise, self-awareness persists in all circumstances. 3. Ignorance does not taint reflected awareness. It might seem logical to think that ignorance would influence or contaminate reflected awareness, Ishvara. However, Ishvara is always pure and limitless, untouched by ignorance. A helpful analogy is to imagine water in a red glass bottle. The water appears red due to the bottle, but it's actually colorless. Similarly, ignorance may seem to affect reflected awareness, but in reality, Ishvara remains completely pure. Nature of reflected awareness, or Ishvara. Self-awareness by its nature is non-dual, meaning the self is both the subject, the observer, and the object, the observed. Unfortunately, because of ignorance, we forget that our essential being is this non-dual self. Our forgetting creates a false sense of separation, dividing the subject in here from the object out there. This separation turns our experience of non-duality into duality. With this division, even the powers within awareness become separated. The power of the knower and the power of the known split into two distinct aspects within reflected awareness. Additionally, the power of knowing itself also becomes apparent. All three powers remain active within Ishvara. According to Vedanta, Maya Shakti is the force behind creation and intelligence in the universe. In the state of reflected awareness, the three powers, power of the knower, power of the known, and power of knowing, are all present and active. These together form what Vedanta calls Maya Shakti. Maya Shakti is equal to power of knower plus power of known plus power of knowing. Maya Shakti is inherent in reflected awareness, and Ishvara uses this power to create, manage, and sustain the universe. While Maya Shakti lies dormant within pure self-awareness, it becomes active in reflected awareness due to ignorance. As a result, while the essence of awareness remains unchanged, Ishvara represents a distinct form in which this awareness, wielding Maya Shakti, orchestrates the universe. Refracted awareness and Guru. Previously, we discussed how the veil of ignorance obscures self-awareness. This veil is not a monolithic barrier. Instead, it can be broken down into countless smaller segments. Each segment corresponds to an individual living being and can be regarded as a pixel of ignorance. Every living being possesses their own unique pixel. You have a pixel of ignorance, I have one, and so does every other creature. The characteristics of each pixel differ depending on the degree of ignorance present. Some individuals possess more, others less. Within each of us resides reflected awareness, or Ishvara, with the three fundamental powers of awareness. This reflected awareness animates each pixel, granting it consciousness and sentience. When the light of reflected awareness passes through the pixel of ignorance, it refracts and creates the mind on the other side. It is the ignorance of the cell that enables the creation of the mind. So the mind itself can be understood as a product of both refracted awareness and ignorance. The three powers of awareness are present in the mind. These powers within refracted awareness are the source for all the objects you see out there. Refracted awareness is the content of all the objects in the universe. So refracted awareness is another form of awareness which functions within the universe. Understanding the Guru. Each mind varies according to its individual profile of knowledge and ignorance. In simple terms, the more ignorance which is present in a pixel, the less efficient the resulting mind. Some minds are more evolved and purer than others. A mind that is completely free of ignorance is termed satvik in Sanskrit, meaning pure. In Vedanta, a true guru is one whose mind is without ignorance, a self realized spiritual individual. Unlike the colloquial use of the word guru for teachers or experts, the guru in Vedanta is someone who has transcended ignorance. The guru's mind has refracted awareness but with no ignorance. A mind with no ignorance is indistinguishable from Satchit Ananda. In essence, the guru embodies Satchit Ananda in human form. The guru's lack of ignorance means he is fully aware of his innermost essence, which is self awareness. He knows this is his true nature and thus experiences wholeness, wisdom, constant reflection, and freedom from worldly desires. He is perpetually at peace and immersed in awareness. In fact, it is said that the guru no longer truly possesses a mind. He abides solely in self awareness, living from the source without any need for mental constructs. Duality and non duality, the guru's perspective. Most living beings experience duality, the distinction between the subject, in here, and the object, out there. This is the result of ignorance masking our non dual nature. However, the guru, having transcended ignorance, does not experience such duality. This does not mean the guru is unable to perceive the world. Rather, he perceives it but knows it as an extension of his own self. Operating from a state of refracted awareness, the guru is clear about his true nature as self-awareness. He recognizes that the substance of all objects is awareness itself, and thus sees his own essence reflected throughout the universe. For the guru, there is no separation between his self and the objects around him. He perceives non-duality everywhere. All forms are seen as manifestations of awareness, which is his own eternal self. We trust that this episode has illuminated that awareness is the underlying reality of this universe. This awareness takes up three different forms. Self-awareness, which is same as Sat Chit Ananda. Reflected awareness, which is Ishvara with Maya Shakti. And finally, refracted awareness, which is source for all the objects in the universe. A self-realized guru takes a human form with refracted awareness with no ignorance. If you are interested in delving deeper into topics like this, we invite you to explore our blog at vedantaandscience.com or discover more in my book, Science Meets Vedanta, available on Amazon. Additionally, we offer a growing library of episodes covering many different topics. Feel free to browse through them at your convenience. If you enjoyed today's episode, we encourage you to share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast so you never miss an upcoming episode. Thank you for tuning in. We look forward to connecting with you again soon.